So you feel it? I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Check four. Watch safety creep, man. Safety.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
At the 39-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a give, right side. It's Robinson, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Jets' 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, third and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on fourth down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on fourth down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On second down now, it's Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Let's get it.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Looking to throw. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All day. Check 31, check 31. And go.
Now a give, right side. Taylor, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Okay,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Record.
Taylor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Heavy on the edges, Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 21-yard line.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. they'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out, learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
On first down, here's Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Wide, get wide. H3, 2, 18, chopper.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the run, it's Robinson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st down, it's Robinson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you. Mike,
Throwing is Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Going for the deep ball. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field. And the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now it's Jackson. Open man, here's Foster. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come out here in the I. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it. This is Irvin. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyler Irvin, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
He's crashing.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Check. Yeah, go.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Ravens' 18-yard line.
Ready. 15 lining. Team on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Cut.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The gain of 7 brings up 3rd and 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Let's bring it. 2, fellas, let's go. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Watch the run. Mike. 53. Mike.
Let's go, D. Ready, go.
Now back to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A.J. Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. They give him a gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Here we go. Let's go.
Watch the run.
On 1st down, Robinson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
The 2nd down carry for Irvin. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Now Taylor. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Where they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Ready, go.
This is Love. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On the set. Mike 51. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ready, break, 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Watch out. What's 66? Bullet drive.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a give right side. It's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Jackson now. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, that's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these...
On third down, Robinson. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And now they have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And now they have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. It's complete to Robinson. And he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On first down, Taylor. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
That's our own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
4 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I know you felt that one.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. 5 Getting some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run on first down. It's Love. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
I'm going to run you over. What happened?
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
All day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what, in the field like,